Okay, so this lesson is on graphing a line where you're given a point and you're given the slope. Some things to remember from algebra is that when we graph, the x is your horizontal and the y is your vertical. So when you graph the point, your x value tells you whether to go left or right. And your second number is your y value, and that tells us up or down. So be careful because slope is the opposite. Rise over run, the rise tells us to go up or down, and the run tells us to go left or right. So be careful, which one are you doing? Okay, so let's look at our first example. They want us to graph the line that goes through the point 1, 2 and has a slope of -3/2. So we start with our point. So remember, the x value tells me left or right. Since I have a positive number, I'm going to go to the right. So I start at the origin and go to the right 1. My second number is positive, so we go up. So start at the origin and go to the right 1 and go up 1, 2. So there is my first point. Now to find the remaining points, we use the slope. So my rise is negative, I go down, and this part, my run, is positive, so I go to the right. So down 1, 2, 3, and to the right 1, 2. So down 1, 2, 3, and to the right 2. Now I like to go to the edge of the graph paper. The more points you have, the more accurate your line is. Now use a straight edge, and I'm going to put my line up and go from one end of the paper to the other. And then lines always have arrows on both ends. Okay. Let's look at our next example. So this time, I want to start with the point 4, 2, and I'm going to go to a slope of, pause. So let's look at our next one. So we want to graph a line through the point -4, 2 with a slope of 2. So when I start to find my original point, my x is negative, so that means left, and my y is positive, so that is up. So start at the origin and go to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 2. So there is my first point. Now to find the slope, they gave me just 2 as the slope, but slope is a fraction, so I'm going to change that 2 to 2 over 1. My rise was positive and my run was positive, so I go up 2 and to the right 1, up 2 and to the right 1, and again go to the edge of the graph paper. Now we're going to connect our dots with a straight line, use a straight edge, and then put arrows on both ends, and there is our graph.